Welcome back. Amid the COVID-19 pandemic, I know a lot of you, and I'm right with you, we have struggled with anxiety, stressors like maybe unemployment, lack of childcare, disrupted social interactions, and just the daily routines that keep you together. And we want you to know there is help out there. Children's Home Society Family Support Warm Line. It offers free and confidential telehealth counseling. So joining me now to talk more about this, we have Ashley Meisner, who is a licensed clinical counselor. Thank you so much for talking about this today. I heard about this last week, and this hotline is open 24/7. What are you noticing as far as trends on when people need to talk with someone?
We're seeing that a lot of people are calling in the 9 to 5 hour range, so in the middle of the day, but we're also seeing people call from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m., so kind of in the middle of the night. You can reach out and you can still speak with a real life counselor.
I mean, what that tells me is that people are struggling all the time. In the middle of the night, they're waking
Yeah,
up, maybe running through the day and all the stressors that they dealt with,
absolutely.
in their 9 to 5. So what are you noticing people are struggling with?
We're really seeing a variety of calls. So some people are reaching out to us because they need to know what community resources are in their area. And so we're connecting them with food banks, we're connecting them with domestic violence shelters. But then we're just getting people who need to talk. Like you said, because of COVID-19, we're seeing an increase in depression because we're isolated, we're not accessing or we don't have access to our usual support systems. We're seeing people with increased anxiety, so just worry and concern over financial issues, employment. But we're getting people calling about struggling with parenting right now, being at home with your kids, trying to do your job and parent your kids, and parents just kind of feeling like, am I doing this right? I need help, I need support. And we have people who call and they're not quite sure why they're calling, and that's okay too. We talk with them and talk through kind of what they're experiencing and really help them to understand why they made that call in the first place.
I know you guys are so passionate about the work that you do. So I want people to know, I have shed so many tears during this whole
Yeah,
pandemic. And
right.
even for me, I've had to call people to kind of get through some moments. So how does that
Mhm.
simple phone call help? And can you just call, more than once if you need that help?
Yeah, so you can really call as many times as you need. Of course, if you're really needing consistent services, we definitely want to connect you with a single therapist that you can see on a weekly basis. But all you have to do is call the line, someone will pick up, and we just chat. You can also text. I know sometimes it's intimidating to call, and so texting, people are more comfortable with that. You can absolutely do that. And you can also chat through the website as well. So you have a variety of options. And like you mentioned, there's someone available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's a real life therapist to discuss anything and everything.
I mean, it's a wonderful, wonderful resource to our community.
Yes.
And you've noticed, the interest and how many people are calling. It was really brought
Mhm.
about by the pandemic and COVID-19, but this is something you guys are thinking about continuing.
Yeah, I think we've realized, although COVID-19 kind of prompted us to start this worm line, we realize this is bigger than COVID-19. This is bigger than just a season. We're fulfilling a need in our community. And if the community needs it, Children's Home Society wants to continue providing it. And so, yes, this is something that we're hoping to continue into the future.
All right. So, and I do want people to know, CHS does great work with our youth and our community. And now this is something being offered to the general population. So you can always
Yes.
use support. You can share this information on your social media. You can go to chsfl.org/donate if you want to make a donation. So if you want to
Mhm.
support this great organization, please do. So thank you so much for talking with us this morning. Want to give you that number one more time. It's 888-733-6303. Again, you can call it. You can text it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and all the phone calls are free and confidential.